Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to starting our ceremony. Please take your seats. Thank you. Good evening. And this is so exciting. Welcome to the 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I'm Karen Hoffman, chair of the Florida Commission on the Status of Women, and I'm delighted to stand before such a prestigious audience to honor three outstanding women: Judge Virginia Hernandez Covington, Barbara B. Nicklaus, and the Honorable Beverly White Yeager, who are pioneers who have broken down barriers and created new opportunities that would help all Floridians. It is an exciting time to be here together with you. But before we start the ceremony, I would love it if everyone would join me in for the Pledge of Allegiance. So please rise and stand. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. The Commission is so happy to be back together in person for this very special celebration. We sincerely appreciate our host, the Florida Supreme Court, for helping us make this a very special and memorable evening. We cannot thank you enough for your generosity and for your kindness in opening up your doors for us. Thank you so much. And also, we appreciate your support for the Women's Hall of Fame. We're proud to continue our 39-year tradition of honoring and remembering women who have improved the lives of Floridians throughout Florida's history through the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. It's an opportunity to acknowledge groundbreakers of the past, inspire leaders of the future. And when I look at the list of members of the Florida Women's Hall of Fame, I'm inspired by the incredible range and richness of their accomplishments. As someone who cannot sing like Gloria Estefan, write like Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings, or play tennis like Althea Gibson, I'm astonished and humbled to be in their company and to be in the company of awesome women who we honor today. Thank you for being here. As I contemplate the future of our children, I draw encouragement, especially from the memory of women who dared to stand up and fight for human dignity and freedom. So much of what we've accomplished as individuals and as a nation is attributed to the courage and the vision of our foremothers. Sharing the narrative of women's lives encourages girls and women to think larger, bolder, and it gives the boys and men a fuller understanding of what women can accomplish. There is power in hearing women's stories, as it inspires generations and opens the way to the future. The courageous vision championed by the women of the past inspires us to defend the dreams and opportunities of those to come. The Florida Commission on the Status of Women is proud to ensure that the stories of Florida women will be shared for future generations. The three women we celebrate tonight have demonstrated their commitment as public servants, child and family advocates, humanitarians, philanthropists, and community leaders. I know many of you have your own personal story of women who have encouraged and helped you in your life and your career. I know I do. I truly believe that we have a responsibility to continue that tradition and to do our part to foster and encourage the next generation of women leaders. Knowing the challenges these women faced and overcame can be an enormous source of strength. This event is in recognition of these lifetime achievements would not be possible without the support of our sponsors. And for their generous support, we thank Tampa General Hospital and Marucci Azzarine Via Rosa Linens. Since its legislative inception in 1991, the Florida Commission on the Status of Women has been fully supported by our governor, our Florida cabinet, and we express our gratitude for the support and the guidance that we have received through the offices of the Florida Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunez, Attorney General Ashley Moody, Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Petronis, and Commissioner of Agriculture Nikki Fried. Unfortunately, schedules did not allow them to be in attendance with us here tonight, but they were so committed to us, they shared these, they presented these videos for us to share tonight, to messages directly to you in honor of our honorees.
Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunez from the great state of Florida. I want to welcome you to the 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Every year, the Florida Commission on the Status of Women and the governor select 3 extraordinary women to join the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. Tonight's recipients have made significant contributions to the enhancement of women in Florida and whose service and commitment to our state is unparalleled. This year, Governor Ron DeSantis selected 3 remarkable women, Miss Virginia Hernandez Covington, Miss Barbara Nicklaus, and the Honorable Beverly White Yeager. Women are an invaluable part of our state, and tonight's Women Hall of Fame inductees have pioneered and paved the way for so many of us. You all have defied the odds, held on to your passions, and forged a path for the countless women that will follow in your footsteps. Now your inspiring stories will be preserved in the halls of our state capitol and shared for future generations to come. As the first Hispanic female lieutenant governor in the history of our state, I could not be prouder. It has been a privilege to walk in the path of opportunity that has been paved by so many courageous and fearless women like you. Thank you for your commitment and service to the people of our great state. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Attorney General Ashley Moody, and I'm so excited to celebrate a few of Florida's amazing women with you. Each time I walk by the Women's Hall of Fame in our capital, I'm inspired by the stories of some of the female leaders of our great state, what they achieved and what they overcame for the betterment of all Floridians. Their boldness helped pave the way and open doors for women that followed. Because of them, I can share in this momentous occasion with all of you as your Attorney General, continuing the nearly 40-year tradition of honoring extraordinary women who blaze trails right into Florida's rich history. The stories you will hear tonight will tell of a few of these trailblazers and the seemingly insurmountable obstacles they overcame. These pioneers broke down barriers, faced unique challenges, and earned a spot in the Florida Women's Hall of Fame to be forever remembered and honored. Tonight we celebrate and honor Virginia Hernandez Covington, Barbara Nicklaus, and Beverly White Yeager. Congratulations to our new inductees, and remember, empowered women empower women. So please take the time to listen to the stories tonight, learn from their successes, and consider ways you might encourage future inductees today. Thank you.
Hello, I'm CFO Jimmy Petronis. For nearly 40 years, the Florida Women's Hall of Fame has honored women with the significant contributions they have made to our great state. The members of the Hall of Fame are exceptional leaders, visionaries, and barrier breakers who have helped improve the lives of countless other Floridians. They have made a tremendous impact, from inspiring and educating others, from being trailblazers in the field, and working to make Florida a stronger state. This year's honorees are no different. Congratulations to Virginia Covington, Barbara Nicklaus, and Beverly White Yeager. You are truly deserving of this special honor. Your efforts have helped pave the way for opportunities and a success for a brighter future for all women. I know from experience, I truly am grateful for the women in my life. You are true heroes in my eyes, and congratulations on being inducted into the Women's Hall of Fame.
Good evening. I'm Nikki Fried, Florida's Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there to celebrate with you all in person tonight, but I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to join you virtually as we continue the tradition of honoring some of Florida's most extraordinary women on the 39th anniversary of the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. As Florida's first female elected agriculture commissioner, it is such a special honor to be part of the celebration of fellow female Florida leaders who helped pave the way for me and so many others. Tonight, we are recognizing 3 amazing women who throughout their lives have broken down barriers, created new opportunities, and championed issues to better Florida and its people. Virginia Covington, breaking down barriers on a bench as the first Hispanic United States Circuit Court judge for the Middle District of Florida. The first Cuban-American woman to serve on a Florida appellate court as an assistant United States attorney. Barbara Nicklaus, a champion for children, helping countless families in their times of need through the Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation and other organizations focused on medical care for kids battling cancer and other health challenges. And Beverly White Yeager, bettering our communities as a former director of Florida's Cultural Affairs Division, where she oversaw the Florida Council on Arts and Culture and the state's Historical Commission, and her service on countless organizations focused on bettering the lives and building a brighter future for Florida. Virginia, Barbara, and Beverly, your achievements and work have not only advanced the opportunities for Florida women, but have had a profound positive impact on our state as a whole. May our next generation of women's leaders here in the state of Florida learn all they can from those around this room, and may they also lend a hand to those women who will follow them. Thank you again, Virginia, Barbara, and Beverly, for being an example to all, and congratulations on your much-deserved recognition as inductees into the Florida Women's Hall of Fame.
Virginia M. Hernandez.
Fantastic messages, and so deserving, each one of you, for what you've done in your life and impacted so many others. It is now my pleasure to recognize Florida Secretary of State, Laura Lee.
Well, good evening. It is my great pleasure and honor to be here with you tonight. I'm Florida Secretary of State and Chief Cultural Officer Laurel Lee, and it is such an honor to be together to recognize 3 remarkable women with us here tonight who Governor DeSantis selected to be this year's inductees into Florida's Women's Hall of Fame. Judge Virginia Hernandez Covington, Barbara Nicklaus, and the Honorable Beverly Yeager. Each year, the Florida Commission on the Status of Women receives numerous outstanding nominations, and we thank them, the commissioners, for their tireless work and their dedication in reviewing, considering, and reviewing these applications, reviewing these nominations, a series of remarkable women every year. And also thank them for the work they do year-round to shine a light on the contributions and work that women are doing around our great state. At the Florida Department of State, we preserve and share our state's history. The Women's Hall of Fame shines a light on our state's most incredible leaders and luminaries. Inductees in the past have included women like Betty Mae Jumper, Mary McLeod Bethune, Zora Neale Hurston, Gloria Estefan, and Toni Jennings. Leaders whose contributions to our state cross business, politics, art, and every other sector. What they share in common is that each of them have left an indelible impression on our state, and each of them have made our state better. The women inducted in the Hall of Fame throughout the years have each been examples for us of courage and of leadership. Each of them was chosen because of the unique impact that she had on our state, and each of tonight's inductees brings her own incredible story. First Lady of Golf, Barbara Nicklaus, is a shining example of the power of community and philanthropic leadership. She has given so generously and led so fearlessly to ensure that children and families have access to quality health care, life-saving medicine, and the most vulnerable among us receive the assistance and the support that they need. The Honorable Beverly Yeager served the Division of Arts and Culture in the Florida Department of State. She was also, quite notably, the first woman to run for Florida's Secretary of State. In so doing, she has served and been an example and a role model for countless women since who have run for office and held elected office in our state, including for me. And speaking of examples, I am truly blessed to have known Judge Virginia Hernandez Covington throughout my professional career, a revered United States District Court judge in Tampa. She has been a model of excellence as a prosecutor and as a jurist. Judge Covington was an example and a mentor to me and to so many others throughout her years as a prosecutor and later as a judge, which makes the honor for me of being here this evening to recognize these incredible women all the more special. As you learn more about these women tonight, their histories and their incredible stories, you will hear the ways in which they each have made our state better. You will hear the ways in which they each have left their own indelible mark in our lives and on our state. Through their contributions to their communities, their professions, and to Florida, each of them have earned their place in Florida's history. Congratulations to each of you on this incredibly well-deserved honor, and thank you for your service to our great state.
Thank you, Secretary Lee. We really appreciate your leadership here in the state of Florida, and we also appreciate your continued support for the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. And you're just a fantastic example for us. But also, we as a commission and as a woman, thank you. And thank you for everything that you do continually. But as we like to move forward, thank you very much. I would also, at this point, then I would like to recognize, I apologize, let's get a little line up there, that's all right. Recognize Mallory Morgan, North Regional Director of the Office of Commissioner of Agriculture, Nikki Fried. Morgan, can you please raise it? Thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate the message, though, too, from the Commissioner. I, for one, am excited to also see one of our very own members of the Florida Women's Hall of Fame inducted in 2006, Miss Lucy Morgan. She did RSVP, so we apologize. There may be a hang-up in there. But at this point, I am really honored. I have to tell you, though, too, in the preparation for this, I have thoroughly enjoyed working together with this phenomenal leader. It is my pleasure to turn the program over to the 2021 Chair of the Florida Women's Hall of Fame, Commissioner Marucci Azarine.
Thank you, Commissioner Hoffman. Good evening. It is an honor and a delight to be here on this very, very special occasion. The Florida Women's Hall of Fame has been a priority of the Commission for 30 years. We cherish the ability to recognize the outstanding accomplishments of the women of our state and to permanently preserve their stories for future generations in the Capitol Rotunda. We invite you to visit the Capitol Rotunda and visit the Florida Women's Hall of Fame exhibit and learn more about these incredible, extraordinary Floridians. The Florida Women's Hall of Fame Committee selects 20 nominees from the long list of highly accomplished women nominated from throughout the state of Florida. This year there were 60 nominations. Then the entire commission selects 10 nominees who are then forwarded to the governor. The governor selects up to 3 honorees that will be inducted into the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. With each nomination we read, we are reminded that women are leaders in every sector of society, from business to medicine, and from education to child advocacy. With so many extraordinary women nominated to the Hall of Fame each year, the selection process requires hours of dedication and always proves challenging. Considering their extra efforts, I would like to take a moment to recognize the Florida Women's Hall of Fame Committee, the members that are part of our committee. Commissioners Rita Barreto, Lori Day, Sophia Eccleston, Stephanie Goforth, Gail Harrell, Carol Kuntz, Rachel Saunders-Plaken, Marilyn Stout, and Karen Hoffman. Thank you, ladies, for all your hard work. We are here tonight to honor 3 very remarkable women chosen by the Commission and Governor DeSantis to become part of history and join meritorious sisters in the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. Their work challenges assumptions about who women are and what women can accomplish. Their lives and work provide hope for our future and remind us that determination and dedication can change the world. They each have made a difference in the lives of many Floridians and have made significant contributions to their fields, nationally as well as around the world. By welcoming 3 more women into our Hall of Fame and acknowledging the women who have molded Florida's history, we hope that all Floridians will learn to appreciate the important role women have played in shaping our lives today. To our inductees, Virginia Maria Hernandez Covington, Barbara Nicklaus, and the Honorable Beverly White Yeager, thank you for your lifelong service and your dedication to the state of Florida. And now, it is my pleasure to express that the Florida Commission on the Status of Women is proud of our state's incredible women leaders, but we could not do everything without the incredible men and special men that support the Florida Commission on the Status of Women. We are so proud to have a longtime friend and supporter of the Commission, Florida Supreme Court Justice Charles T. Kennedy. Please welcome Chief Justice Charles T. Kennedy.
Thank you very much. I am delighted to be with you here this evening. I want to welcome all of you to the Florida Supreme Court. I'm not used to standing here. I usually sit up there, but it's an honor to have you all here. It's a special honor, an extraordinary honor, to be here with the 3 inductees. And this is a privilege for our court to be able to host this special event this evening. So now to the reason I'm here. I am very proud and honored to be here once again to celebrate some of Florida's most outstanding women. I congratulate each of you and thank you for your dedication and service to the people of Florida. For more than 3 decades, the Hall of Fame has highlighted the changing roles of women that span more than 500 years of Florida history. We honor and recognize these women for their outstanding contributions not only to our state, but the important role they play in shaping our whole world. This year, the Florida Commission on the Status of Women and Governor Ron DeSantis, who unfortunately could not be with us here this evening, have chosen to honor 3 women who have written themselves into history because of their service and dedication to others. From working tirelessly for the health and well-being of thousands of children to decades of public service and philanthropy, their contributions to our state and nation have impacted thousands of others, and their legacies will live on for generations yet to come. In recognition of this exemplary historic award, each of the 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame inductees has been recognized by their member of the United States House of Representatives with a congratulatory letter, a certificate, and by the presentation to each of them of a United States flag that was flown over the United States Capitol in their honor and an appreciation for their dedication to improving life in our great state of Florida. Congressman Kathy Castor flew a flag in honor of Judge Virginia Covington. Congressman Brian Mast flew a flag in honor of Barbara B. Nicklaus. And Congresswoman Lois Frankel flew a flag in honor of the Honorable Beverly White Yeager. So, it is now my great pleasure to share with you a brief glimpse into the lives and achievements of the three trailblazers we honor here tonight. Our first 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame inductee has been a public servant her entire 41-year legal career. And I have to add here that we were colleagues during part of that as judges on the 2nd District Court, and has devoted many years of her service to community organization whose missions were to help those in need.
Virginia M. Hernandez Covington of Tampa, Florida, has devoted her entire legal career to serving those in her community with passion and justice. A native of Tampa, Florida, Virginia's desire to help others started early in her life. As a child of a Cuban immigrant mother who did not speak English, Virginia became accustomed to helping others in the Cuban American community who needed help with their language or legal challenges. This devotion continued into her college years. She graduated from the University of Tampa in 1976, where she received the Outstanding Female Graduate Award, and later, in 1977, she graduated from the same university with a Master of Business Administration. She went on to receive her Juris Doctor degree in 1980 from Georgetown University Law Center. In 1983, Virginia joined the United States Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Florida, the place that began her 41-year legal career. In 2004, she became the first Cuban-American woman to serve on a Florida appellate court and as an assistant United States attorney. She faithfully continues to serve, and despite having taken senior status in July 2020, she maintains a 100% caseload and hopes to continue to do so as long as she is able. She has been the recipient of numerous leadership and service awards, including the 2021 Distinguished Federal Judicial Service Pro Bono Award. Throughout her career, Virginia has served students, women, and Hispanic Americans, giving of her time and talents. She consistently supports students across Hillsborough County by speaking in classrooms, securing funds for various awards and contests, and judging debate and moot court programs. She has mentored dozens of law students, leading the U.S. Attorney's Office intern program and connecting students to a network of professionals in the legal community. She was also a longtime member of the Hispanic Needs and Services Council, where, as a member and on the board of directors, she provided hundreds of hours of volunteer work, including providing pro bono legal services to non-English speaking Hispanics. Virginia M. Hernandez Covington, driven to serve and support the Hispanic community and all of Florida.
A champion for the pursuit of justice in the courtroom, community, and worldwide, it is with great pride that I induct Judge Virginia M. Hernandez Covington into the 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Chief Justice Kennedy. Thank you to our Governor, Ron DeSantis, for selecting me for the Florida Women's Hall of Fame. Thank you to the dignitaries that are here, especially Secretary Laurel Morley. I'm grateful to the Florida Commission on the Status of Women for their work. I'm grateful to the committee chair, Marucci Azurin Blanco, to Commissioner Hoffman, Commissioner Kennedy. Thank you also to the Hillsborough Association for Women Lawyers and the Hispanic Bar of Tampa for jointly nominating me. As a lifelong Floridian, I am humbled and honored to receive this award. and I'm grateful beyond what words can express. The person who had the greatest influence on me was my mother. Born in 1918 in Havana, Cuba, not all doors were open to her. She wanted to make certain that her only child, her daughter, had a different life, one where she could pursue all of her dreams. 3 important lessons I learned from my mother. I learned to be determined. Yes, there is a price that we pay when we pursue our goals, but one day, all the hard work and the sacrifice will be worth it. This is particularly meaningful as my mother lost everything she had in Cuba, only to have to start over again in the United States. It's that drive and determination that kept her going and inspired me to do the very best that I could. My mother taught me the importance of helping others along the way. For years, we opened up my childhood home to cousins and cousins of cousins who had no place to live when arriving in Tampa from Cuba. And when I complained of giving up my bedroom but one more time, my mother responded with, "Hay que ayudarnos unos a otros." We need to help each other out. This lesson has stayed with me for life, and it is I who have been enriched by my lifelong volunteer work in helping the less fortunate. Finally, I learned about family and the importance of being there for one another. My parents were there for me every single day to help me with my children so that I could easily pursue my career goals. Being a good mother has been my most important and fulfilling job, though, and I'm grateful for my 3 wonderful children, Michael, Laura, and Stephen, who every day make me proud. I hope that little girls growing up in Florida today are inspired by my story, as well as the stories of the other inductees, just as I was inspired by these kinds of stories when I was little. Whether they want to pursue careers, be moms, community volunteers, or all of the above, there is nothing to stop them from accomplishing anything and everything they want in life. You go, girl. The world is your oyster. Go out and grab that pearl. Thank you again for this tremendous honor.
Our next inductee is best known as the First Lady of Golf. But it is her dedication to improving access to pediatric health care that makes her legendary.
Barbara B. Nicklaus of North Palm Beach has dedicated her life to fighting for the health and well-being of children across the world. Born Barbara Jean Bash, she met her husband Jack Nicklaus while attending The Ohio State University. She and Jack were married in 1960, and Jack went on to become one of the greatest champions in the history of golf, with Barbara and their 5 children by his side. Years later, they would move with all 5 of their children to South Florida, but not until after their daughter received life-saving care for pneumonia as a baby. This traumatic experience led Barbara and her husband to pledge their futures to help children. In 2004, they established the Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation to help children and families around the world with cutting-edge pediatric health care. In a short 17 years, the foundation raised more than $150 million and impacted South Florida's medical community through pediatric partnerships and expansion of medical services up and down Florida's East Coast. Barbara still serves as chairman and co-founder with husband Jack. Known for decades as the First Lady of Golf, her commitment to her husband, family, and service to thousands of PGA Tour wives and families has earned her many accolades, including winner of the Winnie Palmer Award, presented by the Met Golf Writers Association, to an individual who has consistently given her time, energy, and enthusiasm to those less fortunate. In 2007, Barbara and Jack were both honored by the African American Golfers Hall of Fame by receiving the Humanitarian Award, She was also bestowed with the highest honors by the PGA of America and the United States Golf Association, the USGA's Bob Jones Award in 2015, and the PGA of America's Distinguished Service Award in 2019. The Nicklauses have twice been named Family of the Year. Barbara B. Nicklaus, giving hope, healing, and a bright future to children and families around the world.
A true champion for children and community, it is with great pride that I induct Barbara B. Nicklaus into the 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame.
What an honor this is. I can't tell you how proud I am to be standing here and how proud I am to receive this award along with Judge Virginia Covington and the Honorable Beverly Yeager, whom I admire. So congratulations, ladies, too. A special thank you to Governor DeSantis and everyone involved with the Florida Women's Hall of Fame and the dignitaries here. Thank you for your support. What a truly unexpected award. This award has made me think back from my childhood years to my adult years, and I realize that family has always been the most important thing in my life. The respect and love of my parents were my number one goals, and then when Jack and I married and soon became a family, the respect and love of our children were our number one goals. Jack and I decided early on in our marriage that if we were ever in a position to help others, we wanted it to be children. And I think Carl Sandburg's words, "A baby is God's opinion that the world should go on," says it all. I think we all want to be our own person, and we all want to be successful. And I don't mean successful as only wealth and fame and power. The kind of success I'm talking about is human or personal success, and that to me is finding meaning in your life and hopefully making a world a better place for having passed through it. In the song "The Greatest Love of All," Whitney Houston sings, "I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity." And I love the words in that song, and I think those words are telling us that being a success means having dignity in yourself, in who you are, and your uniqueness as a person. You need not compete against others, but only with yourself and your own capabilities. I think my life with Jack has given me the opportunity to test my capabilities. I've watched him give 110%, always in whatever he pursued. Commitment, loyalty, and trust are qualities that I've always admired in him, and I've always been so proud of him, and I wanted him in turn to be proud of me. So we both feel so blessed that we've been able to help others, and we feel blessed to be able to give back to children and families in this great state of Florida, our adopted home. What we do for ourselves dies with us. What we do for others in the world remains and is immortal. So thank you, Jack. I'm standing here because of your love for me and your trust in me. You've given me the support, love, and guidance to be my own person and to be able to help others. And thank you to my precious family for being here for me. Family is number one to both your dad and me. You're all treasures, and your love has made my life complete. And also thank you, of course, for the support of so many friends. As C.S. Lewis said, "You're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." So I'll continue to dream and to set new goals. I am so blessed. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. I say that a lot. Thank you expresses extreme gratitude, humility, and understanding. So one more huge thank you for this unbelievable award. I'll try very hard to make you proud that you have chosen me. So God bless each and every one of you. God bless the great state of Florida, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Our third inductee this evening was the first woman in Florida to run for a cabinet office and a mentor to countless women. From her work in Florida government to her federal appointments by both President Ronald Reagan and President Bill Clinton, Beverly White Yeager has blazed a trail for women in politics.
Beverly White Yeager of Palm Beach, Florida, is a steadfast leader and role model for Florida women of all ages. Born in Brantford, Florida in 1932, Beverly had big aspirations from a young age. By the age of 23, she graduated from Florida State University with a bachelor's degree in political science and would later return to her alma mater in 1973 to gain her master's degree in education administration. Beverly's aspirations brought her from Florida to Washington, D.C., and back again in various roles within government service. Her early career encompassed various leadership roles, including Director of the Florida Department of State's Cultural Affairs Division, where she oversaw the Florida Council on Arts and Culture and the Historical Commission. Under her leadership, Florida became involved with the National Endowment for the Arts. She implemented the state matching grant program, and she worked with art and historical boards throughout the state as a consultant. In the 1970s, Beverly ran for Secretary of State, being the first woman to seek a cabinet office in Florida. This was a very close race, and she became a mentor for many women who came after her. She received multiple appointments from Florida governors and U.S. presidents alike. Serving as Florida's International Trade and Development Coordinator, she went on to receive numerous presidential appointments, including to the Statue of Liberty Commission, Commission on Presidential Scholars, National Museum Services Board, and the Pension Benefit Guarantee Corporation. Her service extended to philanthropy through multiple board positions, including 7 years of service with the Florida Governor's Commission on the Status of Women. She has also served on the boards of the Red Cross of Palm Beach County, Florida Heart Association, South Florida Science Museum, Tallahassee Memorial Hospital Foundation, and the Salvation Army, among many others. Beverly White Yeager, dedicated to leading a life of public service.
A true leader who paved the way for women. It is with great pride that I induct Beverly White Yeager into the 2021 Florida Women's Hall of Fame.
As you can see, I don't have any notes. I just say what comes into my heart, and tonight is really special. I was born in Florida many, many years ago, but from a young girl, I was a daddy's girl. And Daddy, we moved to Tallahassee from DeLand, Florida, when Daddy was with, and most of you will not remember, Governor Dan McCarty. But he was a great, great man and a good governor. And so I've been around it all my life. I mean, I have been in politics, and all of a sudden, I just said, I want to do something to help women, because women aren't always appreciated like they should be. Behind every good man, there's a good woman. And I know many of them recognize it, but there's some that don't. But my biggest blessing was being brought up in a Christian home. And I believe that God has guided me through my life. And I have always helped other people, because some people did not have, I felt that the abilities that God gave me, and then not only that, but the opportunities that he gave me. And so he walks with me each day, and I listen to him more than I do anybody else. And I want you all to know that my friends and family mean a lot to me. My granddaughter is here. I'm so proud of her. She is an international attorney in Washington, and I was her mentor, and I really wanted her to be there, and she has just been the star I knew she'd be. My son was here, and I think he got a little emotional. He left. He was a mama's boy. And then my good friends that flew in, chartered a plane to be here one day for me. And they're sitting right back there, Gene and Denny Botdorf. He is Mr. Nashville, Tennessee. He wouldn't tell you that, but I'll tell you that. And they not only make me happy when they come to Palm Beach to their home, but then they go back to Nashville, Tennessee. But they come back to Florida a lot, thank heaven. We have a great time together. And also, I have some other people here, like Betsy Towers from Jacksonville. When I ran for Secretary of State, and anybody who runs this state knows what it takes to run in it, and Betsy was my aide, and heaven knows what would I'd done without her. And through all of this, she has been there. My person, I'm not very mechanical, so I need somebody that can get on the phones and do all this stuff all the time and text people and everything. I'm an old-fashioned girl. I was born in Florida on my grandfather's farm, and he was a Methodist minister. I never changed. I'm still that girl. And I just have wanted to help other people that haven't had the opportunities that I've had. And I'm still doing that. I sit on 2 boards. And one is the Salvation Army, and Lisa Hall is a major there. And she and I work a lot on things. We just did a wonderful thing with also another board that I sit on, the Colonial Dames, and the president of the state is right back here, Jane Arnold, and then Betsy Towers is by her. And I thought that if we put something together with these 2 groups, and what we did was we did a wonderful event for them, the homeless veterans, and took them to St. Augustine, Florida. And they're still talking about it and asking if they can go back and have something like that. Every day, people laugh at me because I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Most women in Palm Beach haven't even thought about getting out of bed. And by the time they get out of bed, I've already done about 10 things for somebody. But I'm glad that God has given me this opportunity. And I am glad that my father and mother gave me a Christian home, because it's always stayed with me. And I've never believed in long speeches. So I'm gonna say one phrase that I always say: to God be the glory for what he has done.
Wow. Thank you, Chief Justice Kennedy, for inducting these 3 outstanding Floridians into the Florida Women's Hall of Fame this evening, for being our host in this auspicious occasion. Our sincerest appreciation to Secretary Lee, legislators, members of the Florida Women's Hall of Fame, and fellow commissioners for joining us this evening. To our new Florida Women Hall of Fame members, honorees, thank you for all you've done for the women of Florida, for our state. To our guests, thank you for joining us today, and please join us for a reception in the rotunda. Commissioners and Women Hall of Fame members, please remain in the courtroom so we can have some more photographs. This concludes our ceremony. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us.